Power Bottom the band, Drunken Rant. Hey, it's Prince of Queens. And there's this band that's been having controversy. I just watched a video of them that this screen capture is from, which I will link in the description if you want to watch the video that I just watched. It's a game show type of thing where the two bandmates answer questions about each other. Anyhow, assuming people from my channel are unfamiliar, these are two queer people, whatever the fuck that means. In my observation, I would say that they're dudes. One is super faggoty and supposedly trans, but doesn't seem to have actually transitioned, which is fine, but I don't want people to get confused if they look them up. The one that is trans, I think identifies as a female, is named Liv, and they play the drums. They are not the one that was accused of the controversy, which is sexual assault. Liv, the drummer, seems nice enough to me. The other one plays guitar and is named Ben, and is supposed to be some sort of genderqueer in the way that he dresses up in girly ass shit, but is very obviously a he. Look at him on the left, you can tell. He dresses up in girly shit, says that he's some sort of gender queer, and that he's not a male, like that's some rare thing. But this Ben guy, is he even queer? Is he even actually queer? I'm sorry, he's trying too hard with all of his mannerisms and shit. Like he's trying so hard to like say the right queer lingo. Like he's like, oh, that's the T girl, and like, you know, have a limp wrist and like that kind of shit. And there's already something shady about him. Something dishonest. And I hate to say this because I don't actually necessarily presume him to be guilty of the sex crime that he's been accused of. But I will speculate that he's guilty of the queer infiltrator liar crime that it looks like to me, because it doesn't seem like he's fucking queer. It just doesn't seem like it. I have met so many fucking people that pretend to be queer, and then it turns out 3 years later that they're not, and they were doing it just because it was trendy. Because I was a 90s raver, okay? I was in the 90s, fucking 97 through 2000, going to raves every weekend. And there were people. There were definitely people that pretended to be queer that weren't. So sorry, I have a radar for this kind of thing. Anyhow, he also, this is the other thing. He kept bringing up his drag mother, who is Justin Vivian Bond. Justin Vivian Bond is a very talented sort of performance artist, musician, drag queen, artist person that knows everybody in the New York queer scene, in the gay scene, in the fucking radical fairy scene. Everybody knows who Justin Vivian Bond is. And Justin Vivian Bond is cool. Like, hats off to Justin Vivian Bond. But this person from the band kept mentioning in this video that their drag mother is Justin Vivian Bond. And it's like, dude, really? Really? Is that even true? I don't know how many drag children Justin Vivian Bond actually has. But if this dude is one of Justin Vivian Bond's drag children, I'm going to assume that there's lots of drag children. So what the hell? Like, why do you keep bringing it up? You know, like, there's 64 fucking children. And you're like, by the way, my mother is Justin Vivian Bond. I don't know. It sounds like an appeal to authority to me. Like, people are supposed to be like, oh, well, they're down with Justin Vivian Bond. Oh, so it just seems, it reeks of fake queerness to me anyhow. So, but even more so, in this video, the hosts asked Ben what he thinks about Liv. I forget the exact question, but the dude, Ben, who I think is straight, was asked what positive qualities the drummer has, Liv. The straight dude was talking about the gay dude, and he said something to the effect of that the gay dude is persistent. The straight dude was asked, what does your bandmate have as a positive quality? And he said about his gay bandmate that they are persistent, which just strikes me as something a straight guy would say if a gay guy was trying to hook up with them a lot. So I have to wonder if there's some weird thing going on where Ben, the straight-seeming dude who pretends to be genderqueer, is trying to, I don't know, capitalize on queerness, the popularity of queerness at the moment. And maybe the bandmate goes along with it because the bandmate is in love with him or something. I don't know. I hate saying things like that because that would suck. That would suck for both parties. But I don't know. It appears that way. So sorry, not sorry for like saying so. If you're going to be public, you know, and in some band, it does look like that a little bit. I can't be the only one that notices that. So anyhow, their music is all right, but I'll say that Ben is more talented. The guy with the guitar, the straight guy, is more talented than the gay drummer guy. That's just what it looks like to me. Sorry, I don't care. I mean, and it's okay. The music is not good. I don't like it. I'm not going to like sit around listening to it, but they are not completely non-talented. I just don't really like what they're going for overall. But the guitar player is actually a pretty good guitar player. Again, he tries really hard with the stage makeup, and to the point where it's kind of like a peacock fucking thing. And he's like, I'm so queer, look at me in my stage makeup. And that's like half of it is that. Like I don't know, maybe he entered the straight guy music scene and realized that he couldn't really stand out. So he had to try to come up with some other ideas, and then he decided to like cake on a bunch of fucking crazy makeup. Look up this band, Power Bottom, spelled without any fucking vowels. Look up this band and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's like, it's very gimmicky. It's very gimmicky. And it's really hard not to assume that it's not some kind of a thing where they just sort of decided to do this to get attention. At least the one dude that did, and maybe used the drummer as a way to infiltrate the gay scene. You know, like the drummer is actually definitely queer, like actually definitely not a heterosexual man, but the one on the left, I think a heterosexual man. I think that he is. I think overall he's a trans trender, and yeah, so I don't know. He's trying to do too hard with the stage makeup, and I have to wonder, is this what people fear about transgender people being sexual predators? Because, okay, so remember, this dude on the left has been accused of being a sexual predator. He's supposedly been preying on queer women, which I assume means straight girls. I assume that means girls, maybe some non-binary, some special snowflakes, and some fucking, you know, I don't know, pansexuals and some what, but I assume he's not perving out on, you know, he's not perving out on Riley Dennis's. I'm assuming he's going after the fucking Milo Stewarts in the audience. And supposedly it's a repeated pattern. Now, I don't know if it's true. I kind of think it's not. I want to think it's not, just because I don't listen and believe because of that. But assuming it's true, like, let's just say it's true. Isn't this exactly what people are worried about in terms of transgender people being sexual predators? Think about it. It's like this guy, all he had to do was put on makeup and say that he was trans, and he started perving out on girls, and apparently he was able to get away with it for a while. So I'm just gonna It's not a completely unjustified point. If you can let anybody decide that they're trans, maybe they can actually get away with creepy behavior. And I hate to say that. So that's not to say that, transgender people should be persecuted and that, blah, 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 that I have some opinion about the bathroom laws. What I am saying is that you shouldn't just let anybody decide that they're trans and believe them at face value, because maybe they will start doing weird shit and maybe get away with it because nobody wants to say anything because they're supposedly trans. I don't know. It does seem like that. Sorry, not sorry. So, I don't know if he's guilty. But this is where you went wrong, dude. Hold on. Apparently, soon after the accusation, so they were like going to go on tour or some shit, and soon after the accusation, they released this statement somewhere, and I found this. It says, "Our primary goal here is to ensure that a survivor of abuse has a voice, that their story should be heard, and that people who cross the line should be held accountable." Okay, that is where you made the mistake. If you were innocent, well, that's where you're done anyway. That's where you're fucking done. Because the fucking people that are out to get you for this crime that you may or have maybe not done, they don't care if you're innocent. They care if you've been accused. So if you start apologizing, it doesn't matter to the people that are going to come after you, because they're going to come after you anyway. You can't apologize to them because the apology won't matter. Accountability is just a trick into getting you to fucking open yourself up to more attacks. They don't want you to be accountable. They want you to be either subservient or gone. And usually it's a combination of both, because they're starving piranhas. They will eat the fuck out of you. So yeah, you should never apologize to SJWs. It doesn't work. The only thing that you can do if you get accused of something, now granted, maybe you did do this, so maybe you're apologizing because you actually did it. I don't know. But if you do get accused of something, the best thing to do at this point in time is to deny it full force, wholeheartedly, totally fucking deny it. Say that, no, I did not do this goddamn thing that you're accusing me of. I didn't do it. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. Be very public about it. And then hope that some motherfucker like me comes to you and offers you a chance to speak on their YouTube channel, which I did. I actually wrote to you guys. I found your little fucking manager's email or some shit, and I offered them this band a chance to come on my channel and try to clear their name a few weeks ago, and I didn't hear from them. So whatever, I'm making a video about it. I don't know if you are innocent. I don't know if you're not, but you can never pretend like maybe you are and go along with this listen and believe nonsense. It's not going to help. And if you are guilty, then fuck off. Fuck you. You suck. But don't apologize for it publicly like that's going to make it better. Oh, it won't. Oh, it absolutely won't. All right. That's all. Bye.